Most people lock in on October 1st, but I obviously forgot. But that won't stop me. We still have 3 months until the end of the year, and we're going to lock in. Be unrecognizable by January 1st. All we need is a foolproof plan, and we'll be set, prepared, and have finished the year successfully. Let's begin. We need to reflect on our year, notice the progress we made, acknowledge how we spent the year, and compare that to our goals. Or even if you didn't set goals, surely you had some hope and expectations on New Year's, so recall them. And I'll be answering the following 3 questions in my bullet journal. What I did January through September, am I on track to accomplish this year's goals, or do they need to be readjusted? Has anything new, exciting, life-changing happened in my life that needs a goal or just needs some reflection? Without a solid plan, goal, systems, call it whatever you like, we won't have the motivation or purpose to move forward and lock in. Take into account setting smaller, more frequent, smarter goals that will be achievable to not get overwhelmed. Also, acknowledge how much time you actually have to achieve the goals rather than just set unrealistic expectations that will lead to misery and disappointment. I assess and reevaluate my habits each month because I believe life changes more frequently than we think it does, sometimes realize, and sometimes things that don't make sense to us anymore, especially when it comes to my habits and daily responsibilities. And these are some of my habits for October. And I track them all in Notion. I used to set only annual goals, but this year I've read a few self-help books and realized I need quarterly goals as well. Now that we have the last quarter of the year, it is the time we actually need new quarterly goals or finish the annual goals that we set but still have not yet accomplished. And I mean that happens. Life is really unpredictable, and maybe that doesn't resonate with you anymore. Maybe you don't want to accomplish that goal anymore. You can and you should set the new goal and focus on that. These are some categories where you might need some goals and structure. Sleep schedule, fix it for the daylight savings time. Wellness, gym, yoga, mindfulness. Money, any career goals, personal goals like journaling, family time, giving your animals some love more frequently, friend goals, removing negative people from your life, and focusing on those valuable friendships. Romanticizing life in general. Just because it's hectic doesn't mean you can't dream big. Add some joy to your life like a pretty seasonal mug, girly date, etc. Whatever you like. I find that a vision board helps me a ton to realize how I want my life, routine, goals to look like. And I do believe it also influences my mind, universe, and kind of sends it a message. Now, I have just created a new vision board, so I won't be creating a new one each month as much as I'd love to, because it does take a lot of time and effort. But I highly recommend that you create one that isn't just aesthetic pictures, but truly customized to you, your dreams, and your desires. First, we need to start with a clean and organized space, and then since I'm currently experiencing the fall changes, we're also going to be bringing out some light and setting the fall-like mood. Then since we're resetting, we also need a digital clean out. And even though I like to call myself a really organized person, I do like to freshen things up, so I hope you enjoyed this little reset. I had made these grand morning routine content plans, but were they realistic and did I actually do them? No. So let's create something better. I realized that I barely have any time during the weekdays to do homework or create some content while still also reading, because I just don't balance my time out correctly. And well, let's see if we can fix that. A morning and night routine plan with certain times set. For example, start night routine at 7:30 p.m. and be in bed by 8:15 p.m. Start snack prepping again, because I noticed how much money I spend and how my skin breaks out when I shop for junk food in the store next to my school. Truly not good, so next week I will be preparing something at home. I have been dreading this, but I need to purchase a ton of skincare because I'm basically running out of everything I use. Cleanser, toner, cream. I want to plan a swimming, seasonal shopping, early date, maybe a solo date. I'm not sure yet on that, but I really want to do this often, like once a month maybe, because it's just a great way to reset and relax. Create a TBR for the rest of the year because I have a few self-help books on communicating that I really want to read. I have to read until December. You will find out if you click the subscribe button. Yeah, that should be all for now. This is the part where you already have your life together and are ready for the next chapter of your life. Put on your pajamas, turn on your favorite show, or read a book, light a candle, and set the mood for whatever season you're currently experiencing. If you made it to the end, I would wish you the best of luck, but I know you'll succeed anyways because you're subscribed to me, right? Check out this video right here for more motivational content, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye!